Super Marvel Spider-Man. We're back on the Super Marvel Spider-Man show. We're back on Super Marvel Black Spider-Man again. So today, I'm gonna start a new series, guys. I'm gonna start a new series, True Crimes, Super Marvel Spider-Man. So today, that's gonna be the new series. So right now we filmed episode 1, which is our mom kicks out her teenage son. Part 2 was the last video what we did. 11-year-old gets 11-year-old prank call gets backfired. But now this is episode 3 of the series. So anyway, today we're reacting to when a predator gets caught in the act. This body cam video is gonna be shocking. So guys, get ready, get your snacks, because we're reacting to this.
1, 2, 3, dog had tobacco, and that's when she started touching me. La niña quería.
What the fuck do you mean the girl wanted you to do it, fam? What do you mean she wanted you to do it? Why would oh my, okay. Why would they I'm just gonna wait until
La
this.
niña quería que lo hiciera. Le dije, no es cierto, es una niña. Tú eres una adulta.
How old was she?
11.
When a woman notices her sister is nowhere to be found after a house party, a light on in the bathroom tells her something isn't right. But when she finally makes it inside, the scene leaves her and police reeling.
Yeah, touch her.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Around 4:30 a.m. on March 22nd, 2020, officers in Albuquerque, New Mexico were dispatched to a local home after receiving a report about child abuse. Once they arrive, they're immediately met by the victim's older sister, Claudia, whose name has been changed to protect her identity.
Hi. Did you call us? Yes, I did. Okay. How can I help you? We were asleep, and I had a friend staying here. She's like 30 years old. Okay. Apparently, she woke up my sister. She's 11 years old.
Okay.
And she took her to the restroom and tried to do something to her.
Claudia explained she was having a party at her home that evening with a few friends when she discovered one of those friends in the bathroom with her little sister Mila, whose name has also been changed. One officer takes Mila into a back bedroom to ask her what happened, and what she says can only be described as a waking nightmare.
I know you're scared. The ambulance is gonna come check you out. Just tell me what happened, okay?
So, I was asleep.
Oh shoot. Okay, I absolutely hate a room when the room's absolutely dark like this. Like, you never know what someone's gonna scare you behind.
The woman,
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Okay.
She woke me up, and she took me to the restroom.
This one?
Yes, right there.
Okay.
Alcohol, and she gave me tobacco. I don't know.
Okay. There's a lot of things I gotta say. What the hell? Why the biscuit there? Would you give 11-year-old alcohol? Why? And why? That just doesn't, like, what's going on with people's head right now? What? And why is the woman acting like this 11-year-old is like the same age as her? Mate, no, she's not.
Was she being?
Did she like force it?
Or yes.
The woman Mila is describing as 28-year-old Jamie Sandoval Gonzalez. She'd been planning on spending the night, but Claudia kicked her out once she discovered her in the bathroom.
And that's when she started touching me.
Mila's story is gut-wrenching, but as she continues, it's clear that she has yet to describe the worst of her horrific
Right.
experience.
She got naked too.
Yes. And she didn't take off her pants or look really good, but she just took off her shirt and her bra.
Mila goes on
What the flip? No. That's out of order. That's extremely out of order.
to explain that she has no idea how long she was in that bathroom, but eventually her sister came to her rescue.
So I woke up and I saw the light of this restroom on. So I started knocking and I heard the shower thing on. So I'm like, who's it? She's like, it's me. And then I heard my sister like, I'm using the restroom, hold on.
Your sister said, this little one said she used the restroom.
Yeah. And then I opened it with the keys. And she wouldn't let me, the older one. Then I'm like, open the door, I need to go in there. What are you guys doing? I opened the door, and my sister was sitting on the toilet. And I saw she was wearing red lipstick, the lady. So I saw my sister full of red lipstick all over her face. So I'm like, are you kissing her or what's going on? And my sister wouldn't tell me nothing. She was like in shock, like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? What are you doing here? She's like, she made me come into the restroom. No, and I told her off. I'm like, why did you do this? She's a little girl. You have kids too. Because she has two boys.
My goodness me. Oh my days. No. What the heck? What the fuck? So you're telling... No. So the lady that... So she has two boys here. She has two sons here, and she's doing this to a girl, to a little. Oh, I don't know what kind of. I hope she does not do this to her sons or something.
And I'm like, what are you thinking? And I kicked her out.
So you didn't see anything else? You just saw the marks on her face.
On her face, yeah. And she was using the restroom. So the moment she cleaned herself, the paper was full of red lipstick. So I guess she was doing.
Okay, where's that paper at? Where's the toilet paper at?
And put it on the toilet because I flushed it.
You flushed it?
I think.
Claudia wasn't the only one who witnessed the aftermath of Jamie's assault on Mila. A couple other friends were also staying the night and witnessed Claudia's discovery and chaotic aftermath. One friend was standing nearby and describes Jamie's attitude.
La Jamie,
Ella dijo, la niña quería que lo hiciera. Le dije, no es cierto, es una niña, tú eres una adulta.
Jamie had been driven to the party by Claudia and her brother, so she left on foot. But where she is now is anyone's guess. After she was gone, Claudia's attention immediately turned to
She needs to stay away from kids, that lady. She needs to stay away from kids.
her sister.
Oh, my sister, she better get out of the house under the shower. Look at
You showered?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Just to get rid of the smell, or?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
My first reaction, she couldn't talk. She was crying, and my first reaction was, take off your clothes, let me get you in the shower. Because when I saw she was using the restroom, she had a piece of toilet paper in her hands full of red lipstick. Like, Jamie was starting to kiss her down her body.
Officers want to learn how Jamie even ended up at the party, and it turns out she and Claudia aren't close. They'd known each other when they were younger and only reconnected recently.
How long have you known Jamie?
How long have you known her?
I know it was like 10 years ago, but not like, I know more of her sister and her mom.
Okay, how did since you're not that close to her, how did she come over here?
I opened Facebook like a week ago, and we add each other, and we started, hey, what's up? And we started talking like 14 days ago, and then I invited her to the house, and I'm like, okay, sure. And she came, and I'm like, she was gonna spend the night here.
Mila was also just spending the night, and her mom left just shortly before she was brought into the bathroom. Her mom is called back to the house, and EMS arrives to examine her.
So, hey, hi. This person gave her alcohol and made her smoke tobacco. Talking to her, she does kind of seem like honest. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm a bit nervous. That's all.
Meanwhile, a bolo is put out for Jamie. Soon, Mila and Claudia's mother arrives and gives consent to take Mila for a sexual assault exam. But before they can leave, officers get word that a woman matching Jamie's description has just been detained at an intersection nearly 2 miles away.
Jamie? Hey, I'm Officer Reynoso with the Albuquerque Police Department. Hey, what's your social real quick?
I don't know. Sure.
Where were you born?
In Chihuahua.
Chihuahua? Oh, okay. You have a driver's license?
No.
No? Okay. So why did you just tell him a different name than what you told us?
Well, that one's my first name. And I'm only just Arely.
Arely? What's your full name?
Jamie Arely Sandoval Gonzalez.
So I'm going to let you know right now, when somebody in a uniform like this asks you what your name is, we want your true first name and your true last name.
Okay, good.
We don't deal with middle names. We want first and last name, okay? The one that's going to be on the ID.
That one, what's from the I, well,
then I want both of them.
Okay.
How did you get over here?
So I'm in the party with my friends.
Uh-huh.
And I'm there. But we have a little problem there.
What's the little problem?
The one of the little friends.
Uh-huh.
She say I'm trying to touch her.
Why the fuck are you lying? Lying. Why are you lying? I can tell you're lying. Why are you lying? I bet you're just trying to... You didn't want to go to jail. That's what you're trying to do. But I have you know that this lying, yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, and why would the little child say that?
Because, well, all the night she's talking to me, and I know she's so drunk. But she don't want me to talk to anyone.
But how old was she?
11 years.
Why would you think 11 would be drunk? I don't know, mate. This, I don't know. I don't know if they would. I don't know if these things are trying to piss me off or something. But well, they got stopped.
And I'm just staying with your brother.
Jamie admits to having with Claudia and Mila's older brother earlier in the evening. This was prior to assaulting Mila. However, that assault isn't the only reason she's being detained.
Did you know you had 4 misdemeanor warrants?
Yeah.
You did?
Jamie is wanted for 4 separate traffic-related warrants, all from a few years prior. She's arrested for those warrants, as well as criminal in the first degree, and transported to the Prisoner Transport Center before being booked into jail. However, this story is far from over. At her assault exam, Mila repeats what she remembers, but with the added detail that Jamie had grabbed her by the neck. In a later interview, the nurse who examined her discusses her findings with Jamie's lawyer.
No.
I found some marks in her neck, on the frontal area on the right side of her neck.
Did you photograph those marks?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
The nurse also took numerous swabs and a blood sample, which show Mila's blood alcohol content was 0.06%. Jamie ultimately faces 4 charges for her assault on Mila, 2 for criminal in the first degree, as well as false imprisonment.
No, by her face, she knows she's gonna get caught. Obviously, she knows she's gonna go to jail, obviously.
And then contributing to the delinquency of a minor. However, the prosecution later drops all but the criminal charges. Jamie pleads not guilty, and the case is set to go to trial. However, by the time pre-trial interviews are being conducted, Mila is 15, and she remembers things differently now.
I was
15.
under alcohol.
Okay. How much alcohol did you drink?
A lot for my age.
Were you drinking beer or was it something else?
It was tequila.
Okay.
Yeah, because I finished the rest of a bottle that they had left there in the fridge.
Okay.
And, well, there was people getting there, so there was just a bunch of alcohol everywhere. So I was just drinking whatever I could, basically.
She explains that she'd been hiding in that hallway, away from the crowd of people, when Jamie finished having sex with her brother.
That's when she...
No. Nah. What the flip? With her brother. Oh, no. What the heck? No. What the heck?
Walked out of the room, and I was in the hallway because I wasn't trying to get seen by my sister or anybody that was gonna get me in trouble. So then she was like, "Oh my goodness," and that's when she took me to the restroom and she was telling me how great her was. And I mean, I thought she was just gonna tell me how great it was and get over it, but no, she just started kissing me.
On the stand, however, Jamie denies everything. Her story is markedly different from Mila's, which she tells in court with the help of an interpreter.
So, how long had you been in the bathroom before locked in?
So, I think maybe about a minute after I'd gone in, because I hadn't locked the door since I wasn't using the bathroom. I was just trying to fix myself up.
While she was fixing herself up, she claimed she took a piece of toilet paper to blot her red lipstick, which ended up being the piece of toilet paper Claudia saw and assumed Mila had used to wipe herself. That's when Mila came into the bathroom.
So, did knock to come in, or how did she get into the bathroom?
She just opened the door a little bit, and she said, "I heard what you did with my brother," and then she came in.
What did you tell her?
It was just embarrassing, so we both laughed, and I said, "How embarrassing that you heard that."
What happened after that?
Well, she stayed in the bathroom. She was leaning on the door, and I kept fixing my hair, and she told me that she liked women and that she liked me.
How did you respond to that?
I told her that she was crazy because I had just been with her brother and that she was just a girl.
What happened afterwards?
When she lunged at me to kiss me, I tried to move her away from me to calm her down, and she said that she wanted me to give her an... And since she was so drunk, she fell to the floor, and that's when... And it was a loud thud, and that's when... And the others came in, or when tried to come in.
Jamie insists that neither of their clothing was ever off, and she never touched Mila. The discrepancies are vast, and Jamie's defense attorney focuses on them in his closing argument.
What happened in this case is the story changed. When you say something different, it's not that you are forgetting, it's that you are now fabricating. Now you're lying. I do believe that is a victim, but I don't think she's a victim of anything that my client did. I think she's a victim of the way she's being raised and the things that she's allowed to be a part of. She, we know, cannot give consent. We know that. But that's not the issue here. There was no act. She's just not telling the truth.
The prosecution, on the other hand, asserts that memory degrades and changes over time. And in this battle of she said, the one thing that can't be disputed is the evidence. The results of the swabs taken during Mila's exam tell the truth. Jamie's DNA was found on Mila's area, despite her having showered that night. And while no testing was done to determine whether that DNA got there from touch or saliva, the prosecution is clear. Her DNA shouldn't be there at all.
Very disturbed that defense got up here and said that is a victim of how she was raised. No, she's a victim of what she did to her. She was a victim of being put in that bathroom, being assaulted by the defendant. But let's go put the blame on the rest of the family. Okay, so we're going to say nothing happened because of little tiny inconsistencies that have no bearing in this case? No. What the issue is what she did to her. She's not a victim of her family situation. That is disgusting to even bring that up. She is a victim of assault by the hands of this defendant. She can sit there and smile all she wants. She knows she did this. She has no way to explain how that DNA got there.
The jury is sent to deliberate, but returned deadlocked the next day. The judge declares a mistrial with the caveat that the prosecution has the right to try Jamie again, which they do. In 2025,
Jamie looks like she could be in a She can be in a new Disney film. Maybe she can be, I don't know, maybe a witch or something.
Jamie is found guilty on both counts of criminal of a child under
maybe
13.
She could play as a witch.
She's sentenced to 18 years on both counts to be
a
served
villain,
concurrently. The sentence is mitigated to 15 years due to her age and lack of criminal record.
Alright, hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and yeah. And I'll see you guys next one. Bye.